I started going over the Nano Talon today to get it ready to fly this afternoon or tomorrow. And I hadn't actually clicked the receiver antenna back onto the receiver, but when I did, I found the antenna coax was a little damaged. And I dug in the drawer. I had a spare Crossfire Nano, and it had the antenna on it with the rubber that TBS puts on it when they make them in the factory. So rather than just putting an antenna on the old one, I decided just to take it out and put this new Nano in it. It's not a Pro. It's not hooked up for telemetry. It's just a straight S-bus, because there's only one wire hooked to this flight controller. This is an MRO flight controller, and it's not set up for 2-wire communication. I didn't solder the pins on this. I didn't set any of this up. Originally, it didn't come with a receiver, so I set the receiver up from the get-go. But I just glued the new receiver down in there and stuck the new antenna through the hole. The video transmitter came off. It's glued, and it doesn't glue here well with any kind of glue. I actually glued it there with thermal glue, the stuff we use to glue heat sinks to things. That way it doesn't, I fully expect it to heat up. That way it doesn't come unglued when it heats up. I worry, of course, it's obvious that, what do you call it? Glue sticks. Hot glue. Yeah, that's what you call it. It's obviously that hot glue, if you hot glue it to that area, it's going to heat up and fall off. It's sort of captured. The antenna and the whole unit just sort of captured when this is on, because of a little notch there. So it's probably not going to cause a bunch of problems if it comes loose in flight, but I just don't want it to. That's not optimal. So I'm using that thermal glue on it to glue it to that foam, and I'll glue that back again. And then I'm going to go through it front to back with a fine-tooth comb and hopefully fly it this afternoon when my wife gets home with the car, or tomorrow. She works out of the house on Tuesday, so there was more damage to it than I thought last night, and there may be more. I'm gonna go through it and check all that out before I throw it in the air again. And that's all it is. Thermal glue. Who makes it? Janelle or something. It came with the heatsink kit. Got to get me another heatsink kit. I've used you know how that is. There's always one in there you use the daylights out of, and the rest of them are kind of extra. But I couldn't think of any other way to actually glue a video transmitter that heats up so hot to the foam. Letting that thermal glue dry again. It doesn't dry very fast, and we'll let it sit there for at least until it goes flying today, if it goes flying today. Thank you so much.